to the bone. Watch out, 'cause I'm in my zone. And I don't care what you think you got. It's not fair what you think you got.
Kia ora, good evening and welcome to the grand final of the NZNBL for 2022, and welcome to everybody joining us on Prime. We are just 40 minutes away of basketball from crowning a brand new champion right here at Eventfinda Stadium on the North Shore in Tamaki Makaurau, Auckland, where history awaits one of these two teams. The Otago Nuggets looking to win 2 titles in just 3 years, while Aaron Young and his Auckland Tuatara are looking to win their first title in franchise history. And I am excited to say that we are just moments away from crowning a new champion. I'm Brooke Rusco, joined by 4-time NBL champion Casey Frank, and this is what it's all about. The crowd is filling out right here. The boys are taking it to the floor. You've been here before, Casey. What is going on right now?
Oh, these are the moments you play for. You get a little bit tingly. You can't wait for that tip-off to come because you just want to go out there. You want the contact. You want the ball in your hands. It's nothing like playing on the bright lights in front of a crowd that loves it. It's just such a great feeling. I mean, let's be fair, though, Brooke. You've had it once or twice yourself.
I've only had it once. I can't take it any more than I've had it, but I have had it one time, and it is the greatest feeling when you win that championship, and that's what these guys are going for right now. But how did they get here? It's been a huge few days to finally have these two teams here. It started on Wednesday night. The Otago Nuggets took down the Hawks 91-80. And what some were calling an upset, the Tuatara took down the Saints on Wednesday night. Thursday night, they had to run it back with the game of the season. The Tuatara taking down the Years. Last night, a big win from the Nuggets, beating the Giants. But Casey, this is what it is all about. It is going down next.
Yeah, certainly both teams well tested. The Tuatara perhaps a little bit more so, but this Nuggets team, I've said from the beginning of the season, their starting 5 may be the most talented there is. They switched out point guards and brought in Trey Boyd. He was pretty good himself.
Yeah, without a doubt. Now, where is this game going to be won and lost? Because, you know, the boys are right there. We can see the crowd in the background filling out, but where is this game going to be won and lost?
Well, it's going to be on the boards and defensively. The team that is able to control the opposition a little bit better is going to go a long ways towards getting that victory.
Well, you know it's a big deal when the anthems are going down. We're going to check that out right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you are able, would you please be upstanding for the national anthem of New Zealand, performed tonight by Ebenezer, a solo R&B artist from South Auckland.
E oa atua o ngā iwi matera a ta whakarongona me aro anoa ki ahua ko te pai ki a tauto hatawhai mana ki tia mai a te aroa. God of nations at thy feet, in the bonds of love we meet. Hear our voices, we entreat. God, defend our free land. God, Pacific's triple star, from the shafts of strife and war, make her praises heard afar. God, defend New Zealand.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ebenezer, his debut single, The Way You Get Down, is available.
The boys
on
are
all
out there. The scene is set. It's about to go down on the court. But just looking at some head-to-heads before we get there at Casey, what can we take away from this?
Well, they're very similar teams. Similar pace. I think the Tuatara like a little bit faster later in the games. The Otago Nuggets really close court as well. Rebound similar, but it's about the big guns. Boyd, he's gonna be cooking. It's about limiting what he can get and making sure the other guys don't cue. CJ, same thing. He's gonna get it going, but it's about stopping the other 4 guys.
Well, talking about the big guns, there are some big guns on both sides. We're gonna start with the Otago Nuggets tonight, and we said this last night, and it does not change. Sam Timmons needs another big one.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, and this team is playing very well. They don't really go to their bench very often. It's spot minutes from everybody else. Everybody on that list right there is gonna be playing over 32 minutes.
Yeah, big minutes, and the man that is pushing this team is Coach Brett Matahaere. Casey caught up with him moments ago.
Well, Coach, here you are in the finals again for the second time in 3 years. Going to be a fantastic game. A lot of that is because of the production of Rob Lowe, who's been playing great in the postseason. How do you hope to slow down his effect on the game and help you guys get a win?
Sam Timmons, Todd Withers. Obviously, they're going to go out there with a job to do, and we throw Jack Andrew in as well. And so, make his life a little bit tough for him. I mean, we've got some length as well, and I think we match up reasonably well with these guys. So, our defensive intensity has been right up there this weekend, and so, we aim to continue.
Absolutely, that defensive intensity has been fantastic. The way you guys have been playing in the passing lanes with that aggressiveness has really got teams on the back foot. Are you going to continue with that strategy and hope that it affects the Tuatara in the same way?
Someone once said defense wins championships, and I'm not sure it's wrong, so I'm going to go with it. So yeah, scoring inside the paint, Casey, that'll probably be another one. But first and foremost, I would thank our sponsors, Night and Day and SENZ, for basically looking after us through the season. And it's obviously been a journey, and we've got here, and we're really looking forward to basically putting our best foot forward.
Cheers, Coach. Good luck tonight.
As we take a quick look at the starting five for the Auckland Tuatara as well, and there's one shift over the last 2 games that they've made a change in the final.
Yeah, they've won the last couple, but they're putting Dante Russo-Nance back into the starting lineup. Means a little less pop off the bench, but he is a stellar defender, and he is going to have an effect in the game from the start of that position.
Yeah, without a doubt, a man that is close to Dante Russo-Nance is Aaron Young. First time that he has been here at the big dance. Casey caught up with him earlier.
Coach, an entire season, it comes down to this. You've made it to the pinnacle, and you just got a little bit further to go. Question number 1 is just about Trey Boyd. He's had a fantastic postseason and really the engine for that team. How do you hope to slow down his effect offensively?
Yeah, we've kind of seen 2 different versions of him. Obviously, his first game in this league was against us, and he lit us up. And then the second game, when we were down in Otago, we did a good job on him. So I think just trying to repeat some of that success, making him see multiple bodies, and I think just picking up full court and just making them work 90 feet, it's always a good recipe for us.
And speaking about defensive work, the Otago Nuggets have been putting in a lot of it here in the finals. How do you hope to contain their aggressiveness, especially when they've been out in the passing lanes, forcing turnovers and getting a lot of offense for themselves that way?
I think one thing that stood out to me in the last 2 playoff games that they were involved in is I think the offensive teams just weren't that aggressive against them. They kind of settled for some bad shots. We want to get some paint touches, get them into rotations. They are athletic, but we kind of got that size. So if we can get into the paint and make those extra passes, we can finish at the rim.
Sounds fantastic. Can't wait to see the game. Thanks for your time.
Both coaches on the way. Cannot wait for this one. Casey has headed back already. Andrew Mulligan, we are moments away from the grand final for 2022. Over to you, boys.
Thank you, Brooke. The scene is set. Great job. What a crowd we have in tonight. The final 6 comes to a thrilling conclusion. Silas Schneider and the Auckland Tuatara up against the Otago Nuggets. 2 teams, I'll be honest, no one picked outside of their fan bases to be here tonight. Not together, that is for sure.
I would have to agree. I think coming in, neither team was playing the best of their basketball, but Todd Withers here is a healthy specimen now, and when healthy, he is, I think, the best defender in the league, even though he didn't win the Defensive Player of the Year. Positionally, he can guard anyone, and he will affect this game to great lengths on both ends. Probably will be matched up against Rob Lowe off the start. If he can have an effect on slowing him down, that will help the Nuggets out a lot, but Rob Lowe is playing the best basketball of his career right now. A tough task to slow him down.
Rob Lowe is playing out the gate. Like, it is incredible what minutes will do to Rob Lowe's game. He is the quality man and a quality big man for the Tuatara. Here are your referees. The Melanie O'Connor, Matt Bathurst, Callum Welsh as well. Sean Marshall from Kristen just brought the ball out. We didn't get a shot of him. Apologise to his family. I promised we would. Hope you mice-skied it. Swan Marshall, I apologise. But hey, we're about to get a final underway. Timmins and Johnson about to get this tipped off. And it's going to be the Tuatara in the teal. And it's Dante Rousseau-Nance giving it up to Lowe.
Auckland has been starting the finals off extremely quickly. Look for space and pace early and quick shots.
And Lowe attacks Timmins, and he goes at Withers and gets the bucket, and that is an ominous sign for the Nuggets inside.
Well, Rob Lowe off the dribble, attacking Sam Timmins with his speed. Still being met by Withers and the finish. That is a great sign for Rob Lowe. But they're going to expect a lot more opportunities to get that block.
Withers looking for somebody. Trey Boyd comes back to get it. Schneider right up on him. And Lowe shows hard, looking for the trap. Almost got a turnover. 2 to shoot. Nico McCulloch didn't get it off in time, and good defense. Dante Rousseau-Nance gives a primal scream as well.
I like the aggressiveness of Auckland early in this one. I think early in the last couple of games that the Nuggets have played, defensive have been a little timid about Trey Boyd. They didn't want to endanger themselves with his penetration abilities. Instead, the Tuatara out there hard double away, really making things difficult.
Schneider attacks the paint, kicks it out to the big man. Air ball from Rob Lowe. It is Nuggets ball now.
Good challenge by Timmins. It was late, but it still had an effect.
Screen set by Timmins, pull up from Boyd, sticks it.
Oh, he's so good in the mid-range. He's got such a great sense of where the defenders are, and his bag is deep. He can score from anywhere.
So can Johnson. He finds Lowe cutting. The big man misses though. Tucky Farrington diving for it. Nico McCulloch has it.
The weak side help really affected that shot. Nuggets in transition. Tuatara stopped the first flow of it though.
Here's Keith Williams. Williams lost the handle. McCulloch, though, has it. 5 to shoot. Deep 3. Front of the iron. Johnson with a rebound. Schneider pushing. Farrington to his left. Tapped away by Keith Williams. It stays with the Tuatara.
Oh, nice defense in transition by Keith Williams. Schneider probably had a pass off to the left to Tucky Farrington. Doesn't take it. And you see the quick hands and defensive abilities of Williams there.
Here's Farrington. Cradled the ball. He's fouled. There's Tucky Farrington. And he will go to the line, the Razine, to shoot 2.
And since his tall black campaign, he has come back and he has been more aggressive on the rim and finishing with better strength. I think he gained a lot of confidence going over with the TBs to that Asia Cup. And he has come back and is playing his best basketball of the season. He's always been a prolific scorer. But if he continues to put pressure on the rim, it really opens up the lane for some of his teammates.
Tucky Farrington, he has a bright future ahead of him. An 82% foul shooter from the Razine this season, but he misses the first. This is the second. And Rob Lowe, though, is there to clean it up. So Farrington steps out and shoots a 3 and is fouled, and he'll go back to the line for another 3 shots.
Tucky Farrington, well, 5 free throws in a row. No better way to get back onto the bus after missing a couple is going right back there. But this is poor rebounding. Great effort by Rob Lowe, just shoving Sam Timmins underneath, and a foul for Sam Timmins where he doesn't want to use one up. He's got to save those for the physical battles underneath. Hitting a 3-point player, already a no-no. Wasting the foul early, a double no-no. I guess that makes it a no-no.
Yeah, there's 4 no's. So a double no-no is 4 no's. You're right, Case. Luckily we cleaned that up. Tucky Farrington, 1 of 4 now from the line.
And as good as it is to get to the free throw line early to build that confidence, it can be a bit of a blow if you miss a few of them. Be good for him to hit this one.
Nothing but net on that one. Lizards with a 2-point lead over the Nuggets. Trey Boyd has been a revelation, answered the call for Brett Matahari and the Otago Nuggets. And Rob Lowe behind the back, just a little bit too wild for Schneider, and he throws it back and Boyd gets it back. So the Nuggets get another look at it.
Just got to be a bit more deliberate with the ball. Auckland a few mistakes early.
Step back, too strong. Williams to Withers. That's a little off. Tucky Farrington pulls that down. He's looking up ahead. Schneider trailing with Rousseau-Nance. Hasn't seen a lot of touches early on as Rousseau-Nance. Schneider, the nice butt screen from Lowe, and then no finish there.
Timmins might have got away with one. Great counterattack by the Nuggets.
Keith Williams skies for the dunk. Here come the Tuatara. Rob Lowe, straight into Timmins. And an offensive foul is called.
What a play by Sam Timmins. That would have been his second foul of the game. He's on the floor, somehow gets up and gets his feet inside. What a break by Keith Williams, putting it down, beating him in transition, and see Sam Timmins gets in front of him really nicely. Feet outside the charge circle. Rob Lowe gets the foul. If that would have been Timmins' second, that would have been serious trouble for this Nuggets team.
That's great defense, and he's blown a tire, so he's had to step out for a little bit. Jack Andrew off the bench early on.
Tuatara have had many opportunities early, haven't taken advantage. That's in the Nuggets' favor.
This is a matchup. It'll be very interesting. Trey Boyd on Schneider. Withers in the corner with a three.
A bit too much help from Chris Johnson there. I think they might be willing to give Withers threes. He hasn't hit consistently, but he loves that corner. That's the one you can't give up to him.
Yeah, Withers a 30% three-point shooter, but Tuatara hit one themselves.
Taki Farrington off to a brilliant start. 5 points already, just to miss free throws, the lone check mark.
Good cut from Andrew. Oh, Chris Johnson met him rim high.
That is a different beast trying to finish on him. Jack Andrew goes high, CJ goes higher.
Chris Johnson is an excellent passer. In fact, he's an excellent basketball player. Schneider for three.
That's a really nice delivery by Dante Russo, man. Schneider doesn't affect, but a wide open look.
Keith Williams loves to run. Three lizards around him, and that gets to drop.
What a soft touch zone. Chris Johnson behind him doesn't deter the drop shot.
Schneider to the cup, lays it in.
Back and forth we go. Silas Schneider really aggressive early, much more so than he was a couple of nights ago.
Withers left alone. Great pass from Boyd. Again, another missed three.
And Todd Withers really likes the top of the key in the corners. I think the Tuatara might feel they can get away with him from shooting on the wing.
Nuggets 1 from 5, but Williams has that defense we talked about pregame. And Williams with another dunk.
Quick hands. I like the counterattack by the Tuatara. They're going to have options.
Here comes a Johnson three. Step back. Had a good look the first time. And it will be Otago ball.
Chris Johnson hasn't had the ball in hand very much in the first 5 minutes of this one, as we see Keith Williams, great hands. Not sloppy quite, but you got to close those gaps with those handoffs. You got to make some contact on the defender so he doesn't do things like that right in your living room.
Russo Nance on McCulloch now. Timmins has done his shoes up and he's back out there. Williams looking really good. Long two. Oh, Keith Williams as Josh Aitchison goes down.
8 points already for Keith Williams. 4 for 4 from the field. What an effect he's having early.
Schneider into the chest of McCulloch, who does well with the hands. Slaps it out, and it will be Tuatara ball. We've got a timeout. 4:53 to go in this first quarter.
Physical both ways. Look at Schneider come in with the chest. Nico McCulloch gets the quick hands to knock it out of bounds. These two teams are so close to each other, one another in terms of talent. It is going to be a back and forth battle all evening. Early start really favoring the Nuggets. 6 for 11. Controlling the glass and great defense on this Tuatara squad.
Couple of unlucky ones in transition, those will convert. Couple of bad ones though. You tuck it, that one you got fouled on, not the right shot, but we got the three. Let's just look for it there. That one on there, CJ, either shoot it, put it on the ground, and let's get some paint touches. That's one thing that's missing right now, paint touches. I like that drive. Remember, against this team, we can cut hard off the weak side. Be proactive. Change of pace was great. Right? Love the red to reds with Boyd, staying in it. Obviously, just stepping up in that level in which you come in. Give me a swing two right now against Timmins. Hey, here we go now. 18 on 3, 1, 2, 3. 18. Oh, Magic 65. Magic 65.
13-9, the Nuggets. And Keith Williams is on fire. He is filling it up. And he looks like he could play all night long. 4 for 4. He's just carrying on from where his final 6 week has started.
He is playing tremendously well, both ends of the court. And if he is shooting that mid-range jumper with that effect, what a difficult to cover he is.
Ah, Rob Lloyd misses a bunny.
That is 2 bunnies that have gone bouncing on him early. The Tuatara just 3 for 9 here in the first quarter.
There's McCulloch. High arcing three, a trademark of that shot, and Russo Nance got a hand to it, but it will stay with the Nuggets with a fresh 14.
That's a couple of long offensive rebounds going the Nuggets' way. Tuatara right now are turning and chasing the basketball. They got to find a man to box out and then go in to ensure they can retain possession.
Just the one shot for Chris Johnson at the moment, none for Dante Rousseau-Nance. Keith Williams wants to go at the 17-year-old. Fall away. Oh, Keith Williams, 5 for 5, 10 points.
He loves that side of the court. If I'm the Tuatara, I'm doubling him. I'm not giving him a chance to get that look.
Set a pregame, the most unassuming 21-point average you'll probably find anywhere in the world of basketball is Chris Johnson passed up the mismatch.
The Nuggets are here to play. Lucky steal there by Schneider.
Oh, the look. Schneider looked off at Rousseau-Nance, and Tucky Farrington couldn't gather the alley-oop.
5th turnover in 6 minutes for the Tuatara. They are not playing with the same level of execution we saw in their 2 victories. A lot of that has to do with this defensive effort of this Nugget squad.
This is the same Tuatara team who went down to Dunedin and blew them out by 31. It is much different tonight, though. It's a lot on the line. Keith Williams finally misses a shot.
And he gambles, leaving a 5-on-4 break.
Schneider with a floater. That's nice from Silas Schneider.
Like the aggressiveness, especially on the gambles. You have to make the Nuggets pay when they gamble in the backcourt and miss.
Nico McCulloch does well to keep him on his hip as well. Gives it to Timmins, poked away. Chris Johnson gives it to Dante Rousseau-Nance. Just returned from an NBA camp in Australia. And a foul on the floor, and they will wave that basket off.
Yeah, unfortunate for the Tuatara. Plenty of space for Dante Rousseau-Nance. He loves that 17-footer. Solid screen by Johnson, but Aitchison just a little bit active trying to get through it.
McCulloch and Timmins take a seat. Andrew and Bardsley are out there off the bench for the Nuggets. Nick Barrow is out there as well. Congratulations to him and his partner Sarah for having a baby daughter, Mackenzie.
Congratulations, Nick. You'll be a great father. Most definitely.
Rob Lowe again, can't get that to go.
He's had a lot of good looks, just 1 for 4 from the field now. And all 3 misses, very makeable shots.
Boyd, you can't give him that room. Rob Lowe with a rebound, an escape on that one.
Watch out for this screen here.
Oh, that is like running into a grader, not a barrow. And Silas Schneider, another turnover.
Just giving possession away when they don't need to. The Tuatara look a little sped up right now. The aggressiveness of this Nuggets team, I think, speeding them up mentally and physically. They have to settle into the moment.
Aitchison. Iulu on Bardsley. And Bardsley takes him to the cup, but he can't get that to go down, and Lowe has the rebound. Is it to Farrington? Farrington.
Withers so good defensively.
So good. And I think that's why having Tucky Farrington realized Withers' long arms were right there. Barrow fires it into the corner. Step to the left for Tucky Farrington. He knocks down the 3.
Beautiful shot. So well contested twice there. Withers nearly gets a piece, but Tucky Farrington is in his zone right now. He is playing great basketball. That bucket must seem a mile wide, except at the free throw line.
8 points for him. He drives on the baseline, gives it up. Jack Andrew gives it to Trey Boyd. And he turns it over. Another turnover. Both teams guilty of it. Schneider on the break with the reverse. The English is gorgeous. And another bucket, and now the Tuatara have the lead.
Silas Schneider, 6 points early, 3 for 5 from the field, and really aggressive in transition. I like it. It really puts pressure on this Nugget squad.
Schneider again trying to break it up. And Andrew can't contain it. Bardsley hanging in the air. Good defense from Rob Lowe. Schneider has it. Going up strong with the left and finishes again. And the Tuatara out and running, and it's working for them.
Yeah, it is all about the running game. It's a great idea to score before this Nuggets defense gets set in the half court. It makes it a lot easier.
Here's Withers. Great screen from Andrew. And Withers can't get that to go down. Here comes Uli. He goes to the cup with the left. Everyone can finish with the left in the gym, puppy.
Well, the aggression is coming out early, and this works in the Tuatara's favor in 2 ways. One, as I mentioned just before, You can't set the defense, as we see Brendan Yulee with the strong left-hand finish over Jack Andrew. But the second thing it does is it makes this Nuggets team, who played just last night and has a short bench, get up and run and expend that energy just to get back. A great idea to try and tire him out.
On an 8-0 run. Fundamentals kids finish with both hands.
All right, because you're trying to throw this, it's too hard. There's too many hands at the moment. Okay? Todd's got a break. What I want in offense at the moment is staggers, okay? Keith getting through into the post. We've got, Jack popping out. Then go into the next play, all right? Next play. Actually, don't do that. Go stacks, all right? Play a wing. Stack series, play a wing.
Hey, if you're in the corner, offensive rebound through the elbows so we can stop the easy D-trans.
Yeah. We're actually not going to the offensive glass. We're standing and watching, fellas. That's not effort.
Nuggets on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Nuggets.
And Brooke, what did the Tuatara have to say on that timeout?
Yeah, Coach Aaron Young really likes what he sees right now. They've managed to weather that storm initially. Now they've got to keep it going, and Trey Boyd was the focal point in that. You have to know where he is at all times. They've done a good job so far, but know where Trey Boyd is.
11-0 run for the Tuatara in this one.
And a couple of things stand out to me statistically. The Nuggets just 1 for 8 from 3 early. The Tuatara defending the line. And secondly, the Nuggets not really able to score, facilitating the ball, just 1 assist on 7 buckets. The Tuatara 5 assists on 8 buckets.
Timmons back in the game and settles it down for the Nuggets.
Oh, nice pass, and the little facilitation there by Keith Williams, making an easy look for Sam Timmons' first look of the ball game.
Did the Tuatara go for a 2-for-1 here? By the looks of it, burning some clock down with 12 on the shot clock. Trying their work, great look, Barrow. And he's swatted away by Trey Boyd.
Trey Boyd coming in, doing it all. The weak side defense. Big Nick Barrow, very deliberate offensively. He takes his time. Great recovery by Trey Boyd right into the living room. Hopefully the dishes are okay.
Low. Oh, gets the roll.
Soft touch shown there. And now 15 seconds for the Nuggets to counterattack this great run by the Tuatara late.
8-4 McCulloch and the Nuggets to close out this first quarter of the Sal's NBL Grand Final. 2 to shoot. Williams, he's been hot all quarter. Can't get it to drop down, and what a run from the Tuatara. They have gone on a 13-2 run to close out that first, and they lead by 5 after 10 minutes of basketball. Welcome back to the Eventfinda Stadium. The Tuatara up 22-17. And the Tuatara were looking a bit shabby and then just went on a run, started to push the pace a little bit, even though they were doing that in the first quarter to start with. And the Nuggets find themselves staring down a 5-point deficit. Brent Matahari joins us now. Coach, what did you tell them at quarter time?
We probably just need to throw the ball in the round thing. It's orange, and if we look at it and go attack it, we've probably got a good chance. Look, I think our defensive pressure, you know, we obviously lived on that the last couple of nights, and I don't think it's there quite yet. We're allowing Tuatara to get rolling.
Offensively, Keith Williams, fantastic that first quarter, 5 for 7 for 10 points. Do you like that mismatch? Are you purposely feeding that, or is it just game flow coming to him?
Yeah, I think like he's doing pretty well. Obviously, you know, he's offensively minded. And great D, there we go. We're stepping it up. Yeah, I mean, obviously that's a good matchup for us. I mean, Keith's an aggressive and strong player, so you know he's focused on doing the best for the Nuggets tonight. So yeah, we got to make sure we give him chances to do it.
Always appreciate your time, Coach. Good luck for the rest of the game.
Yeah, enjoy it, fellas. It's a good one.
It certainly is.
You enjoy it, Coach.
Whoa.
We're just talking about
Brady
it.
Uli right there in commentary. Hey, man.
At least he didn't hit the
ball.
cameras. That's good.
Yeah, that's true. Trey Boyd. They've done a good job on him so far, haven't they?
Schneider, who's been locked in, but he's been getting help as well.
Lowe with another big rebound. Trey Boyd, the frustration.
Trey Boyd just frustrated about the miss. You're absolutely correct on that one. He made a great move. Look at him float in the air, still get it up. Doesn't get the roll, and then Rob Lowe's got it very tied up by Trey Boyd there. But I'll tell you what, Trey Boyd maybe 1 for 4 now. I got a feeling he still ended up with 20.
I'll tell you what as well, Casey. I see your stat. I'm reading some rebounding stats. Yeah. +7. The Tuatara, 15 to 8.
That's what the squad does. Chris Johnson, Rob Lowe, great rebounders.
Oh, Rob Lowe was wide open. Oh, was that Brady Uli? Yes, it was on the follow.
Man, he's had an excellent effect on games late in the season. All that time that Taki Ferretzen missed meant he got more game time, and it's paying dividends tonight.
24-20, Timmins running the ball on the post against Lowe. Single digits on the shot clock. Cutting his Withers, fires it out, and that is another turnover for the Nuggets.
Taki Ferretzen might have been well off to try and chase that down, maybe get a cheap bucket as we see Tom Abercrombie and some of his Breakers teammates. William McDowell-White, we got Modi Moore, the whole Breakers contingent just about in there.
Watching Timmins and Rob Lowe go at it. Two Breakers big men for the upcoming NBL season. Starts in October. Looking forward to it, Casey.
Could barely recognize Isaac Davidson there. He had the locks flowing. You don't see that often.
Russo Nance. Step back. The kid is hit. He'll go to the Rosine to hit two.
I mean, that move is just years beyond his experience. The way he creates space to that. Look at him change of speed and lose Trey Boyd and get that step back into space. Nico McCulloch with the foul still nearly makes the jump shot.
Nico McCulloch, though, great recovery. He's seen Dante Russo Nance do that. He knew it was coming. Great help, David. Just a little bit too aggressive, and Russo Nance gets the first at the line. He has a bright future. I heard he hit 60 in a game at high school level.
He did, just a couple of weeks ago. I mean, he does average 40.
Right. And that's 20 above his average, which is insane.
I mean, seriously, if I was 17 in high school, I would not be excited about having to guard this dude.
He's big too.
He's a man. He is a man.
Yeah, the frame on him as he's now being posted up by Timmins, but there was help coming. Withers, good contest by Schneider. And Russo Nance pulls down the rebound, looks up, there's Schneider. Withers picks him up at half court. Boyd shadowing him.
Rotation fantastic defensively by the Tuatara out of that double team.
He's low up high, looking for a handoff, looking for a cut, looking for the kid. Finds Russo Nance. Gives it up to Iuli on the other side, spinning. Gets Timmins away from the ball, and that's patience, and it's rewarded.
That is patience. It's exactly right. They're not forcing. I think early in the ball game, they were forcing things just a little bit, trying to be a little quicker than they need to be. Now they've slowed it down, and they're much more efficient.
Biggest lead of the night for the Tuatara. It's 8. Keith Williams is dancing with it. And batted away by Lowe. Stays with the Nuggets. 6 on the shot clock.
Great
tough catch for Sam Timmins.
Yeah, tough catch because of great help there by Taki Ferretzen. Look at him slide over, use his physicality, make it a difficult catch, giving Lowe an opportunity to come and knock it away.
I tell you what, the Tuatara had the benefit of. They can swap Johnson in and out with Lowe because he's had a good rest for what we've seen minutes-wise in the Sal's NBL regular season. Now he's going to go at Timmins, and Timmins gets the better of that matchup on that possession.
And a good, quick move there. against the shot blocker. You got to keep him guessing. You can't always go to the power game, and Timmins mixing things up.
Ball for the big man. Berenson with the jab stick, Withers sticks with him. Schneider. He goes, he's ripped away. Boyd giving it up to Nico. McCulloch feeds it back to Boyd, and that's nice.
Timeout to the Tuatara. They don't like the turnovers. They want to talk about how they need to rotate things, but tremendous defense by Trey Boyd there. Look at that. He forced the steal, gives it up early. That's what you do on the break so you can get it back. Great pass, McCulloch. Better finish, Trey Boyd, and that's the way to get yourself back off the Schneid. Get a steal from Schneider and make an easy layup.
Coach Matahari, they're putting it in that round thing.
CJ, I love that dive out of that last one. That was good. Get back into our matchups. You got Timmins. The only thing that they have is live ball turnovers. All right? Keep those intact. We see the lead that we can create because our defense has been solid. Taki, great tag on that red. That was big time. Keep impacting those screens when available. Otherwise, communicate your greens. Good communication so far. Let's keep it up. The 2 is really important, Sai. Again, like I said, just wait for it just like you did. Engage those 2 defenders, pop, and we're playing against this guy. If he stunts, we got an automatic pass. But if they don't run, if they don't come over, make to cut that as well.
Well, a good timeout for Aaron Young, leading the Nuggets back into this game, 28-24. Brooke Roscoe, though, he's with a New Zealand basketball legend and Tom Abercrombie.
You are right. I am sitting next to a basketball legend here in the country, a name that we all know, and a place where you've played so much basketball. And how good is it to see a sold-out crowd here for the grand final of the Sales NBL?
It's awesome, man. There's a good energy in the gym, and everyone's happy. Auckland obviously made the final, which was great, but well deservedly so. And Otago's played a great game last night too, so I'm excited to watch.
The big question that we're all asking at the moment is, how do you see this one going?
Well, I think it's a bit of a nervous start from both teams. Just stopping turnovers and missed layups, but they're settled into their work now. It's pretty close, but I'll give it to Auckland, I reckon.
Okay, and a big thing for us right now is you're back in the country. I see some of the Breakers boys, you're sitting with them as well, and you just said you had your first official practice today, so how's everyone feeling?
Yeah, good, man. First day of pre-season today. Obviously, all the boys are here tonight. We're getting to know each other, but we've got a really good group this year, I think, and it was just awesome to have, a full house back in our gym and feel that energy and atmosphere again in the practice court. It's been a long time coming, so we're excited.
Well, Tom, we are so stoked to have you back in the country. I'll let you go get back to the boys, and don't forget you can catch all of the Breakers games live on Sky Sport later this year. Mel's back to you.
1st of October, it tips off the Aussie NBL. Thank you so much, Tom. I know Monique and the kids absolutely stoked to be back for their season as well at home. And it's going to be a tremendous season. There was a filthy block.
Filthy.
From Todd Withers.
Filthy block.
Like a filthy block.
He gave him the no-no, and then great patience on the possession after that.
And Chris Johnson swats that. Withers for 3. He's hit, and he'll shoot 3.
Oh, my. Didn't see the contact. To me, it looked like Todd Withers kicked his leg out there, and that's where the contact was with Iuli. Don't know if we have a good vision of it on the replay, but here's the loose ball, shoots it up. I thought he kicked his leg out, but that's an early whistle that will help Todd Withers find some rhythm at the free throw line.
Withers at the line offensively. He can fill it up as that third import, which is just a luxury to have. If you've got a guy like Withers who can play defense at the elite level and then not have to worry about getting him the ball at the other end, that is a godsend in a 3 import league.
You know, in a lot of ways, the makeup of this Nuggets team, it reminds me, and it's my experience, of course, but of my first title with the Auckland Stars back in '04. A team, Dylan Boucher is my Todd Withers, his defensive ability and the way he locks everybody down with a bunch of players around him who can do the scoring. But man, Todd Withers is a tremendous defender with his size, length, and ability to guard every position.
Low to Farronson. Driving on Jack Andrew to finish from Tucky Farronson. He has 10 as a miss.
So strong, just so strong on the driving. I just love the way he's finishing with aggression and isn't afraid to get to the bucket.
Jack Andrew giving it back to Keith Williams. And Williams, can he get the roll? He can't. It goes over the backboard and into the stanchion. And it will be subs coming in. Withers a short rest with Boyd as well. They'll be back. Andrew and McCulloch take a seat.
Keith Williams hasn't had a lot of activity since that early run, and he might have lost a little bit of that just rhythm he had going. I got a feeling he might get it back.
Trey Boyd, 4 points, just 2 of 6 though. Rob Lowe, can he get that to go down? Timmins with a big rebound. Rousseau Nance hustling for a steal.
Both teams cold from deep combined, 4 for 19.
That's terrible. Have you heard? That was not a good pass either. Silas Schneider bobbles it. Rousseau Nance checks his feet. Knocks down the 3.
Wow, Silas Schneider able to regather after the solid hand defensively, but the awareness of Dante Rousseau Nance on the catch and the look afterwards, just wise beyond his years.
Nuggets need a bucket. Boyd can't get that to go down. Good closeout on him as well.
And I think fatigue's starting to be a little bit of a factor for this Nuggets squad with the way the Tuatara are pushing this pace.
Nuggets, they finished 3rd on the ladder. Justin Nelson said in pre-gamers, Rousseau Nance looks at the hand, can't quite believe it. That kid is 17 years old.
I mean, just the awareness of recognizing the matchup as we see the hand by Boyd almost forces a steal, but then Dante Rousseau Nance looks at the feet, hits the jumper, and then he sees the matchup. He knows he's got Timmins on him. He takes his time, gives him the show, the go, and then avoiding the Withers shot blocking ability with his extension. Just an excellent, excellent play.
Back to man. All right. What I want from us at the moment is us to be moving the ball side to side. All right. So we have to go back to dribble or boomy, but the original way. All right. So we're getting the reversal. Okay. Dribble or boomy the original way. Then we're going here and we're getting it around and we're setting dribble that way. So we're going downhill. At the moment, we like play in one segment of the court, and it's too easy for them to load up on defense. All right, so we've got to shift it, making sure we're shifting the sides. Guys, we took a shot from here, and there were 4 dudes standing on the three-point line watching. All right, that's not effort. All right, let's make sure we're crashing the boards, shots on time. All right, let's go.
37-26, Casey, that 3rd ladder position. You think it might have helped them with the schedule, but the Tuatara, just that day off, just the legs, the emotion, the defensive intensity of last night's semi-final against the Giants, you'd think it's caught up with them a little bit, the Nuggets.
A little bit, because essentially the Tuatara have taken over top spot by beating the Taranaki Airs. And that gave them that extra day of rest, even though they played 2 in a row already. And it's the Nuggets who have to back up and try to get done on back-to-back days with a short bench, a difficult task.
I love the fact that this is a 10-team league and we had a final 6. Withers is foul taking a 3 again just to finish that point. That just means, yeah, sure, you know, over half the teams can make the playoffs, but it just keeps the league that much more interesting into the final rounds.
Call there is on the arm, and you see that little touch of the hand. That's where the foul is. Chris Johnson arguing it, but he doesn't give him the opportunity for the follow-through. And that's a couple of times that Withers has been fouled on the 3-point shot, making up for the fact that he has not been able to hit a high percentage, just 1 for 5 from deep.
He's an 88% foul shooter too from the Racine, is Todd Withers. Came into this final 6 pretty banged up. It has not affected him. He plays at a high level of energy every possession. And at the moment, we're going to need a little bit more out of Trey Boyd, but the Tuatara are doing a really good job of closing out on him. It's Rob Lowe again, trailer on a 3. Can't get it to go down though. And the Nuggets survive another one. You cannot let Rob Lowe hang around that 3-point line, even though he's missing a couple.
0 for 4 now, just 3 for 9 total.
Tucky Farrington felt like it came off Timmins, but it will stay with the Nuggets. Tucky Farrington's got long arms.
He is exactly that. He's really rangy, has that great wingspan that you love so much in a basketball player. And that enables him not only to finish at the rim, but affect plays defensively like he did there.
Here is Boyd, met by two. Tuatara, Timmins is fouled and one. That's good patience from Sam Timmins. And that's the inside presence they need from him.
Well, a double bonus for the Nuggets because it's the second foul on Chris Johnson as well. And you see a great pass from Trey Boyd there, and Chris Johnson trying not to foul, ends up fouling, but not hard enough. And because of that, gives Timmins the chance for the N1 from the Razine and a chance to cut it to 6.
Nick Barrow, a new dad checking in on the make, on the miss, on the make, no doubt, on the miss. And he'll stay a little bit long on the bench. Oh my! Chris Johnson just had a little bit more pop in the old 37-year-old legs.
An unfortunate transition defense there off a missed free throw. You should have people back, but Chris Johnson just running that trail spot, gets a head up on the rim. Goodness me, I'm glad nobody was underneath. They would have been abandoning their life.
That's the frustration of two cheap fouls there, probably coming out. He's getting the pop. He doesn't need to jump that high. And a foul on Rob Lowe. No, excuse me, it's a turnover off Sam Timmins.
Wow, Rob Lowe, fortunate there. And that dunk convinced Coach Aaron Young to leave Chris Johnson in the game as well. He's saying, you know what? Maybe I'll keep this guy who can do chin-ups on the rim in a little while longer.
This guy is a consummate pro, Chris Johnson. He has been around the world playing in leagues that have demanded a 6'11" guy with probably like a 7'5" wingspan. Second all-time in blocks at LSU behind Shaquille O'Neal.
I just can't believe that he's 37 with the way his quickness, the way he moves without the basketball, the way he moves with the ball in hand. He is just so skilled and athletic.
3 to shoot for Schneider.
Just nothing from deep for the Tuatara, just 3 for 10 now.
McCulloch in the corner. Knocks it down, timeout coming Aaron Young and the Tuatara. And the Nuggets pull it back to 6, the lead for the Lizards at Eventfinda Stadium.
I love the way Nico McCulloch's played in the finals. He's shooting the ball with supreme confidence. That moon ball always looks good. He's 2 for 4 from deep now, 6 points. An excellent defender as well, but as this game goes along, it just means so much to have somebody outside of your big four that is still a threat offensively to go for 20.
Line up right here offensively. Stay with our punches, get into that second side rub. Remember, early cut on that second side, okay? We're doing a good job of really flying that pass into that corner. What I'd like to see is if maybe we can get a 2-man game there, play in that tight space, get out of that screen. Nicky, obviously you can flash into that mid-range as well. Defensively, we're just over-helping a little bit. Stay with your positioning. If you get drawn into an all-ball screen, keep aggressive with your levels. We've got to obviously help Nick if they gets around him. All good? Go. 18. Keep finishing plays.
And that was the Tuatara timeout. Brooke was eavesdropping on the Nuggets timeout. Brooke, what'd you hear?
Yeah, snuck in there, and it's 2 things. It's controlling the pace and those rebounds. Rebounds is the big one. You got Rob Lowe down there, Chris Johnson, you have to box them out. Sam Timmins did a good job of getting them into foul trouble or pushing foul trouble. Can they get one more heading into halftime? But rebounds are huge.
Yeah, absolutely right. The Tuatara right now with a 5 rebound advantage, but the Nuggets doing a bit of damage of their own. 6 offensive rebounds to 5 on that count for the Tuatara.
Schneider. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Barrington. Also Nance. Now the time is winding down. Lowe goes to work. Puts it up. Puts it in. Easy. Lowe makes it look so easy sometimes.
Excellent use of the ball fake to force Trey Boyd to go back out and cover Nance, giving him the space he needed for that hook finish as he's starting to warm up just a bit. 8 points for him.
Boyd. Oh, yeah, Trey Boyd needed that, and that is ominous for the Tuatara.
Yeah, he just needs a little bit of space, and he can get it so easily with his handle.
Oh, my goodness. I'll tell you, Russo Nance took it at everybody, comes up empty-handed.
Here comes a 3.
Boyd, pull-up 3. Knocks it down, Trey Boyd fights straight.
no point in time was that going to be anything other than the pull-up triple. And Trey Boyd, just like that, on 9 points himself, right back in the ball game are the Nuggies.
Barronson and Williams got caught with the hand in the cookie jar.
It's going to be his second personal foul, and that's a play he has been using to great effect here in the postseason. We see the Trey Boyd triple. Rob Lowe giving him too much space, worried about the drive, and he says, hand down, man down. That is a triple for me.
Russo Nance takes a seat. Aaron Young giving the words of encouragement as he lights the attack. 41-38. Tuatara ball, minute 30 to go in the half. Sal's NBL Grand Final, how good. Here's Schneider, he's got Withers on him. Tucky Farrington into Lowe. Lowe needs to put it up again, just casually, and he misses this time, left it short. Timmons with good defense.
The Nuggets are really forcing the Tuatara into late shot clock decision-making times, making it tough to score.
Trey Boyd again! Here we go! Buckle up, people!
Right back in this ball game, baby. Trey Boyd finding some range, telling the crowd to be quiet because he's hot.
Schneider can't get that to go. Trey Boyd 8 straight.
The quick counterattack, I think you got to send a couple of bodies at Trey Boyd now. You need to slow him down as Schneider gets the foul up high. That will be his second personal. That's the thing about a great scorer. You cannot keep them down for long. They know how to put the ball in the bucket. It's going to happen eventually. You just got to make it difficult. But these last couple of shots, they haven't been hard. They've been easy looks, and he's taking advantage.
He's going for points 9 and 10 here at the Racine. Excuse me. Make it 13 and 14. There's point number 13.
It happens quick. He fills up that score sheet so quickly, it's tough for the stats to keep up.
I guess it's 9 and 10 in a row.
that could be correct. Feels like it.
Russo Nance coming back in to the game. He really will take a seat with his possession. Just a bit of maybe 2-for-1 situation case.
If I'm the Tuatara, I want more patience, though. I don't like the quick shots. I think that's what allows the Nuggets to find success in transition. I like them better when they're working the offense and really passing it around the perimeter.
Hello. Just got the hand up there from a nice pass from Barrow.
Boyd. Lucky for the Nuggets, it was on Boyd and not Timmons.
Trey Boyd picks up his second. Low to the Racine to shoot 2 foul shots.
Great pass.
Great pass. And that is where the foul occurred.
Bit of contact up high. Trey Boyd knew it. Rob Lowe off to a slow start early, but the confidence with which he's playing right now, he bounces back so quickly. If he hits this from the Racine, that'll be 10 for him.
Kirsten.
Sorry, it's all my fault.
Trey Boyd cooking with fire, cooking with gas at the moment, 14. Now he's loving this matchup with Schneider. You can see he's got some bounce, low flashes. And good defense from Schneider on that one.
And it does turn into a 2-for-1 opportunity for the Tuatara. Chance to take the last shot of the half.
Russo Nance bobbled it, 5 to shoot. Schneider, here's Russo Nance to end the first half of the grand final. Can't get it to go down. And we are halfway through this game, and it is close. The Otago Nuggets, they were in a hole. They were down by as much as 11 in this game. And they are now up 1, and we're heading to halftime. And Brooke Roscoe has Silas Schneider with him. And Brooke, over to you.
Yes, I'm with the general of the Auckland Tuatara. Turnovers really hurt you guys early.
Yeah, we got to take care of the ball. It's a game of runs. We got to get back into it defensively, too.
Promising sign is that Chris Johnson, one of your key players, only has 2 points right now. That must be a good sign heading into the second half, only being down 1.
Yeah, he'll get going. We'll be all right.
Good luck in the second half. Hey, man, you guys have been cooking all year long, and Trey Boyd really got going late there to bring that one back, and now you go into the half with a 1-point lead. How important is it to get both of you guys going at the same time?
Well, of course, with us, it starts on defense. So right now, it's a scoring match with those guys and us. So we just got to stay composed and just continue to get stops and just keep playing hard. You know, we know it's going to be a battle, but it starts on defense. So we just got to continue playing defense, try to get as much stops as possible.
Well, I think the answer was there, but Keith, you're 20 minutes away from a grand final here in the NZNBL for 2022. How do do you guys get it done?
Just continue playing hard. Just continue playing hard. We know it's going to be a grind. Just keep fighting. It's going to be a dog fight.
Good luck in the second half.
Yeah, it's going to be a grind in the second half. We're looking forward to it. Who is going to come out with the spoils? 43-42. Nico McCulloch and the Nuggets walk off Eventfinda Stadium floor. Halftime show brought to you by Sky Broadband coming up next.
Welcome back to the grand final of the NZNBL right here at Eventfinda Stadium on the North Shore, where the Nuggets have taken a quick lead, 43-42 over the Tuatara as we head into the changing rooms right here. And Casey, I'd imagine it's a pretty similar message on both sides right now.
Yeah, it's all about taking care of the basketball and creating quality looks while trying to slow down the best player on the opposition. Now that changes from time to time, but you gotta find who has a hot hand and get the ball out of those hands.
Well, one of those guys who did have a hot hand and he got to go nice and early was Siler Schneider. He had a great change of pace. He came out aggressive, as we see some of his highlights here.
Really aggressive and really excellent in transition, putting pressure on the defense by driving to the cup, not settling for jump shots, and then just driving to the lane, started to collapse the defense and got them going a little bit. His leak outs as well were tremendous and really affecting the team in the Otago Nuggets that probably are a little bit fatigued, having played a tough one last night.
Without a doubt. Now, he has to be huge in the second half. And another man who has to get huge and got started early in this one was Keith Williams.
Yeah, huge start for him. He was fantastic in the first quarter. Got off to those 10 points early. Things got a little bit more difficult when he didn't have the ball in hand. Still really effective defensively, but he got that second foul late, which may affect his ability to get steals just like that. but with his physicality, his shot-making ability, he'll have something to say in the determination of this game.
Yeah, without a doubt. Now we see it's a 1-point lead to the Nuggets as we head into halftime, but the stats there, Casey, pretty tight across the board.
Pretty tight. Nuggets got back into the game because they hit a couple threes late, lifting that percentage. Right now, the Tuatara can't buy a bucket from deep. They need to start hitting a few from there to open up some space on the interior for Chris Johnson, for Rob Lowe.
Well, the exciting thing as well is that Chris Johnson, if you are a fan of this Auckland Tuatara team, has only scored the 2 points.
Just be in the game with Chris Johnson not really having a good effect on things is impressive for them. But as things go along, they're going to have to find scoring from other places. If he doesn't, somebody else is going to have to lift that up.
Yeah, without a doubt. Now, we saw Trey Boyd. He got cooking late, really late in that one, but that was the one that they needed to get them back into this ball game. But it wasn't just that. Early, he was finding everybody else.
Yeah, most definitely. It's all about facilitation, sharing things. Defenders are really aware of the ball. You got to find other ways to score when all that attention's on you.
Well, here they are. They are coming back on the floor as we get ready for the second half of the NZNBL Grand Final. We are 20 minutes of basketball away from crowning a champion. We will be straight back after this short break.
Welcome back to Eventfinda Stadium. And Trey Boyd and the Otago Nuggets up one after being down as much as 11 in that first half. And Trey Boyd started cooking, Casey Frank.
100%. He started getting things going, and with 14 points and 10 straight late in that one, he regained control of this basketball game. Expect more bodies to fly at him at the start of this third quarter.
Conversely, Chris Johnson, a little bit quiet in that first half. hampered somewhat by foul trouble, got some extended rest on the bench, but we know from what we've seen of Chris Johnson in this league, he can step up and just pick his moments and dominate.
It's not about the start for him, it's about the finish. He proved that in Taranaki against the Saints as well in 2 games. He didn't have great starts, but he finished superbly. As this game goes along, I will be really shocked if he doesn't start getting going offensively. And when he does, that will really open some things up for his teammates as well.
And the twin towers of Rob Lowe and Chris Johnson hampering the Otago Nuggets somewhat. Just 10 points in the paint for the Nuggets, but they do have the lead. And Rob Lowe, words of encouragement from Chris Johnson, you can expect them to have a huge say in the result of this game for the Tuatara.
Yeah, both these teams have battled back from some reasonable deficits. The Nuggets were up 6, and then the Tuatara completely turned around to go up 11. What a fight back from the Nuggets. Never say die in this game for them. They're really depending on this starting lineup to get this going. The Tuatara need to keep the pace up to push that fatigue factor.
Johnson ready to go beast mode in the second half. Schneider with the ball, McCulloch on him, gives it to Lowe. Timmins talking as Withers picks up Johnson. He's going to go at Withers, and he just shoots over the top of him. Good box out from Keith Williams. McCulloch to his left. Trailing his boy. Withers pops a 3. Left it short, Farrington with the rebound.
Counter-attack coming again. Both teams really pushing the pace off misses.
That's a tough look with a kick ball, and it will stay with the Tuatara. And should go to 18 though. It was 18 on the shot clock, and they've reset it to 14.
Yeah, I think the officials just caught up on that one. They'll come over to talk about it. But how about the defense of Withers on that Johnson toe step? Immediately, the Tuatara thought what we thought. Let's get CJ involved. Let's work him on the post. But one-on-one defense. Todd Withers just affects it. So nobody else in this league can contest that fadeaway shot like he did.
He did such a good job, Case, of just getting underneath without actually...
Without fouling.
Without fouling, which is incredibly hard.
It's not easy. He's got a skill, man.
Schneider in all sorts of trouble there, so he kicks it out. Oh, the pass! Barrington on the defense! Todd Withers made it up high!
You cannot lose sight of Todd Withers when you're shooting the basketball.
Oh, Timmins cleans that up.
Just plants himself down low, trying to be boxed out by Schneider and Russo. They have no effect on the big fella. Great way to get yourself involved.
Russo Nance tipped, finds Chris Johnson. He's stroking it in warm-ups, and he knocks that one down.
Well, his first open look, nobody in the no-fly zone. He knocks it down. Dante Russo Nance does well off the scramble to settle things down and get him a jumper.
Schneider and Boyd, what a battle this has been in the game so far. 2022 Sal's NBL Grand Final, proudly presented by GJ Gardner-Holmes. Williams with the ball.
What a pass. How'd that get through Paki Farrington?
McCulloch, heel of the iron and misses. That was a great look. Schneider brings it up over half. Not a lot of defensive pressure at half court, as we've seen from the Nuggets in this game. Get a stop there.
Yeah, I think they're tired. They're not able to play with that same effectiveness the entire game. I think we'll see it late, though.
That's just a big first step. You know it's coming from Keith Williams, but it is big and it is strong.
Well, the problem with it is he can do it both directions, as we see the beautiful backdoor. But look at this block by Todd Withers. Man, he affects games on the defensive end. He's got 7 points, 4 rebounds, an assist, and a steal, a couple of blocks, but he is in every play. And on the other side, that Keith Williams first step, as you mentioned. And the problem is he can go left, he can go right, and finish either way. That is pretty difficult to decide which way to go when you're on an island defensively.
Johnson pulls down the rebound. Nuggets still with the 1-point lead. The energy's a bit low in the gym. Barrington finds Lowe. And what do we have here?
Foul on the pass.
Foul on the pass, so we will be to a Tuatara ball with a fresh 14.
Well, that's Trey Boyd's third, but he's telling the bench that he wants to stay in, and Coach Brett Matahare looks like he's trusting him.
Schneider That pass is tipped, and it stays with the Tuatara, and it will be 6 on the shot clock now.
The recovery of Withers there to come out and get into that. It looked like Schneider was all by himself. All of a sudden, he's not.
Schneider slapped away by McCulloch. Here comes McCulloch. He has a block by Chris Johnson.
Well, that's a setup there. When you've got a great shot blocker trailing you from behind, I think Schneider probably could have just gone low. All you want to do is have that guard flip it up off the back, and Schneider does pretty well there because you know Chris Johnson's coming. Elbows on the backboard as he knocks that one out of bounds. Excellent recovery. But the Nuggets just holding tough. They haven't played their best basketball, but they still have this lead.
McCulloch knocks down a 3. And that is a big three-pointer for Nico McCulloch, because if he can start hitting them, that really causes problems for the Tuatara. And Chris Johnson, tough catch by Silas Schneider, and McCulloch got him and pulled them down, and that's why the ball will stay with Tuatara, and Chris Johnson will head to the Racine.
And that's going to be on the baseline. Chris Johnson wanted the shot, but he never had possession. Second foul on Nico McCulloch.
Yeah, he headed to the Racine, but he wasn't going to get the ball to shoot foul shots.
Got to get the ball in your hand. Yeah. You got to get some kind of hand on it. He never had control. Hence the difference from the tip he got fouled on the other night.
Johnson falling away. Oh man, Todd Withers did a great job recovering and trying to close out. But that's just the length of him.
A great player, you can't stop, but you want to make it difficult, and Todd Withers is making it really difficult. Chris Johnson has to go deep in the bag to create that space there.
Oh, Keith Williams, the look from Timmins, gorgeous.
And Chris Johnson needs to sag a little bit there. He's too concerned with Withers up top, and Williams takes advantage with a great cut and screen on the weak side.
Russo Nance. He's fouled on the drive.
That's his third foul on Nico McCulloch there. And he might be checked out, yeah, as we see Matt Bardsley check into the ball game for him. And you talk about the Nuggets aren't extending up to half court like they had been, but what I am seeing from them is that level of intensity starts at the three-point line. The second those catches are being caught on the perimeter, they're all over players, they're in the passing lanes there, but they're saving a bit of energy, not doing it the whole half court.
Johnson, good position. That's a flop by Todd Withers, and Todd Withers just looked up, and Chris Johnson was up there stopping it down.
Todd Withers, there's some contact there. I didn't see a flop warning because of it, but the call does not go his way, and Chris Johnson starting to heat up here. 9 points for him on 4 for 6 shooting.
Yeah, unfair to call it a flop. That is just a hard shoulder. And Timmins going out low. And Lowe does a good job. Gets the rebound. Here's Taki Barronson. Taki driving. Drops it off for Johnson. And he gathers. Fires it to Lowe. Schneider. Barronson in the corner. 3-ball.
Well, excellent rotation defensively by the Nuggets. Great offense, just didn't hit the shot.
Schneider rips it away. Russo Nance to his right. Russo Nance. Loose pass. Good recovery by the Nuggets.
Hustle by Rob Lowe.
Rob Lowe. He's out of bounds, is he? Yes, he is.
He wants the contact that's coming his way, but it doesn't get whistled. Unfortunate defensive possession there by the Nuggets, as they are holding on tightly to this 2-point lead.
They're the ones who are grinding at the moment.
The pace has slowed here in the third quarter. It's all about defense now.
Defense wins championships. That's what Brett Matahari said. It's a famous quote, but it's a truism. As Bardsley got loose on the baseline.
Bad gamble there by Rob Lowe. Going out that far on Sam Timmins and not having the steal for sure just opens up the possibilities. He's not a threat out there. And when you gave him the opportunity, he can come up, opening up an easy finish for Bardsley up on the rim in the finals. Welcome to the NBL spotlights, big fella.
Now Johnson. Russo Nance fired at him. Good look. Here's Chris Johnson on a nice feed. That's just a nice, simple play run to perfection.
Tuatara doing a better job in the second half of making the pass inside and attacking from the perimeter with the pass instead of just the jump shot. As Williams and Taki Farrington getting really tied up on the weak side.
Johnson sticking with Williams. Oh, he got a piece of it.
In a game like this, with the contact we're seeing, that looks pretty clean from this angle. We'll see on the replay what's down low. But a beautiful pass from low. Matt Bardsley thinks better of contesting. And then we see that looks like a lot of plays that have happened this evening.
And we have a timeout with the Nuggets with a slender 2-point lead. 4:44 to go in the third quarter.
Okay, strong. That's looking good for us at the moment. But let's flip it up and let's go Boomy, Keith. All right, so run it for Keith on Keith's side. Okay, so we're keeping the ball. So we give it to Keith. Okay, this player looking like he's going to get it back and then cut real hard to the rim. Okay, we're nice and high up here. And then we got the on ball coming in. All right, on there. Use that on ball. Space the floor that side. Okay, if they're in show, get a catch. Jack, you're diving at the rim.
Put Chris Johnson in there so we can get an option. We got the shot. We got the jump ball. All
right,
put Chris Johnson in there.
Yeah, hey, Sammy's off anyway, so let's go. Nuggets on 3, 1, 2, 3. Nuggets.
Hey, let's get a kill here.
We gotta get it.
Looking to attack Chris Johnson, as you hear from Trey Boyd. Always a good idea to get a great offensive player involved in things on the defensive side.
Brooke Roscoe in the Tuatara timeout. What do they have to say with Aaron Young?
This is the beauty when it comes to playoff basketball, grand final as well. It becomes a bit of a chess match. And so the reads are all being played here. Aaron is going to look for second, third side, get into rotations, but also make reads because the scouts have been done. They've seen everything over the years. So this is where you make your bread and butter.
Keith Williams at the line tonight, and he is now 3 for 4 from the line.
Leading scorer in the ball game with 15. Cooled off from his early shooting. He was 5 for 6 at one point, just 6 for 11 now.
Schneider, moving screen. Chris Johnson, foul number 3 on him. Those are cheap fouls. He's had one on a closeout on 3 and then one on a screen there.
Well, let's take a second look at it, see what exactly was the issue. You got Withers' hands all over him. The screen. Yeah, I don't know exactly what he did wrong there. Bardsley just kind of ran into the arm. He didn't stick it out.
Interesting time here in the third quarter.
And they're going to Williams. This is where they went in the second half against the Hawks. Yuli up to the challenge defensively. Great minutes from the Yuli off the bench.
Schneider. Russo Nance, corner 3, blocked by Williams. Defense, tremendous. And he has something to say to the Tuatara bench.
Just a little look to let him know, I'm here. You might want to shoot it, but you might want to look for me.
Boy, foul number 3. Oh no, it's all going wrong for the Tuatara.
Well, Schneider saying it was all basketball. Referee of the year, Melanie O'Connor, says it was not. Second foul on Schneider. And a danger time here for the Tuatara. As we see the activity. Didn't see much in that one, but the hard miss by Boyd must have been a little touch. Charlotte Schneider thinking karma, ball don't lie.
Boyd good on the second.
Still one more to go. Nick Barrow.
Someone tell Nick Barrow.
He wants a little extra work. He's trying to warm up.
Box here, let's go.
Second semi-final here to, play-in game here to boost it to work. Late for his shift. He's a police officer, policeman. And he was a little bit late. Said it was a quiet shift. Pre-game.
Interesting they're leaving Chris Johnson in with 3 fouls, saying they sat Taki Farrington down with his 3.
Schneider finds Barrow. Barrow foul. And Nick Barrow will go to the line to shoot 2. Rob Lowe about to check in the game.
Sam Timmons picks up his second personal there. Patience shown by Schneider. Good cut by Nick Barrow. A lot of basketball on that swipe. A little bit of body apparently.
2012 NBL champion with the Auckland Pirates.
Yeah, thanks for bringing that one up.
Brooke Roscoe. He's got his chip on that team as well. Who do they play in the final, Brooke? I'm trying to remember, was it? Who was it?
Could have been anybody.
Nah, probably the...
Oh, that's right. It was.
Who was it?
The Wellington Saints that I was playing on.
Oh, were you on that team?
Weird.
You got some chips, man.
You got 4? I want more.
I know. Keith Williams. Left. Oh,
that could have been a
did he
travel.
leave his pivot? Then he shoots the ball. Oh, that is unfair.
That's a big play in the scope of this game. And if I'm Aaron Young, I might be thinking about reinserting Rob Lowe.
Rob Lowe is right there, but I think Aaron Young wants a timeout, and then Russo Nance and Keith Williams are going to get in it.
He did just throw the ball at him. Dante Russo Nance not backing down. No tee being called, apparently.
No. Keith Williams has some words for the coaching staff.
Did you see the two of them? There's the foul. Yeah, well, you could give me the ball. I can give it back to you. That seems fair.
8-point lead for the Nuggets. 3 minutes to go in the third. Chris Johnson having a meeting with the referees right now. Rob Lowe having words to the rest of his team on the bench.
Rob Lowe has done that a few times, pulled them together when it seemed as the darkest of times, and they found some light.
In that corner, those are the kind of looks that we have. So that's going to be an all-out sprint. Make great passes, play off 2 feet. CJ, you're in. With this lineup right now, give me a 65. Give me a 65. CJ, you're doing a good job. Get out of that screen. Robbie, set that look for that one. Silent, be aggressive. Look for CJ over the rim or Robbie on that pop. All good? Still the same mindset. Let's look to get Jack Andrew into some on balls as well. He's our Timmons right now. 65 now though, 65. Hey.
It's an 8-point lead. Chris Johnson with the highlights. Looking for more out of the big man.
And he's really come out aggressive here in the second half. The shots haven't been easy, but he's been making them. The defensive intensity has been great as well. Carried that load early, but he's got to help somebody come along and help him lift some weights now. As the game goes along, some other scoring options have to start to emerge. Keith Williams is going on a tear right now. 10 points at halftime, 9 points so far in the quarter, 10 if he makes this from the Racine. 20 points for him, 7 boards. And the rebounds, they've changed here in the second half.
They have in a massive way.
The Tuatara had a big lead on the rebounding, about 5 rebound advantage at halftime. Well, it's turned around. It's 32-26 in favor of the Nuggets now. They have picked up their work rate, somehow finding the energy despite playing less than 24 hours ago.
Well, they're making the Tuatara execute in the half court. And when the Tuatara got out on a run, it was when, as you said, Casey, they pushed it. And they couldn't let the defense of the Nuggets set. And they've done a really good job out of halftime.
And the most important thing about being able to push is not taking the ball out of the bucket and not letting the opposition shoot free throws. And missed free throws, tough to run. Made buckets nearly impossible to run. And so the Nuggets are scoring with greater efficiency, and the Tuatara are finding things extremely difficult in the half court.
7 of 12 from the Racine as well. The Tuatara and the Nuggets, they've missed 5.
Of course, 4 of those misses came in the first minute from Taki Ferencson. Outside of that, they've been pretty solid from the Racine.
Schneider splits the pair. And so the Nuggets with the ball, they're up 9. With 2:33 to go in the third quarter.
Well, I think the Tuatara have to get stops for the rest of the quarter.
Oh, Jack Andrew. Oh, the strength. Gets his own rebound. Can't get it to go down. Schneider pushing, Johnson trailing. Timmons is there. Schneider gets it to go down.
Just there it is. You get a miss, you finally get a run. Schneider attacking Timmons, knowing he has 2 fouls. Heads up play.
McCulloch. Bardsley with a rebound.
They're smashing the offensive glass here in the second half.
There's some bench guys as well. Bardsley and Andrew.
Tough to rebound out of the zone, and that's what the Tuatara are sitting back in with Boyd on the bench.
Here's Timmins. Patient, left hand.
Just gives Chris Johnson the deke, finds some space. Really looking to attack.
Russo Nance. Bardsley, good defense. Oh, tremendous defense. Matt Bardsley, what an energizer bunting off the bench.
Matt Bardsley is playing an extremely physical brand of basketball right now, getting away with a lot of hands, and why not if you can? You see the move? That looks like a block to me, a lot of contact, moving side to side, but not the way it's being called right now. They're being allowed to play with that level of physicality, and the Nuggets can take control of this ball game if they get a bucket here.
Trey Boyd, minute 30 now. Withers taking the energy out of this gym. Boyd, good defense from early, and he walked.
Ooh. If that's a walk, Trey Boyd might be traveling every time he's doing the step back. Tough call on Trey Boyd there. Solid defensive possession for the Tuatara. As Farrington checks back in the ball game. It's go time here for the Tuatara. They gotta close strong. Get this down to about 5 if they want to have a chance in the fourth.
Schneider, missing that.
The three-point shot is not their friend. 4 for 16, 25%. A little better for the Nuggets, 7 for 22, but they're not dependent on it.
The Nuggets now have a +9 rebound advantage. Schneider with the with the steal. Russo Nance, Farrington skies for it, lost it. Withers has it. Here comes Williams.
Look at this opportunity for the Nuggets.
Oh my goodness. Almost a huge shot for Nico McCulloch.
The transition recovery by the Nuggets is tremendous.
Russo wants the contact as Russo Nance doesn't get it.
Plenty of contact.
Down, 57-64.
That is a big time shot. I mean, he is being guarded extremely physically. Lots of hands on him, but he's playing through it. Huge turn of events there for both teams. A stop here would go a long way for the Tuatara.
About a 3-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. 7 to shoot. Williams can't get that, knocks it off the rim, this Johnson. And Nico McCulloch goes off his leg. Tuatara ball, 5.2 to go.
We're gonna get a quick on ball somewhere around half court. Just 5 seconds to get the shot up.
Here comes Schneider to end the third. He's gonna go right to the cup. He does! Left hand! What a strong finish from the Tuatara. Game on, heading into the fourth. They're down 5, but finish the strongest after 3 quarters of basketball. We'll be back for the South NBL Grand Final, 10 minutes to go. Ten minutes of basketball, Sider Schneider. Perfect execution to close it out after 3 quarters. Coach Aaron Young joins us now. And Coach, it's all on the line, 10 minutes to go. How are you?
this is fun. You know, this is what it's all about. The energy is great. You know, we haven't played our best, but we gave ourselves a chance in those last couple of minutes.
You found a bit of difficulty to score in the half court. What can you do there to free up some space for your scorers?
We're just not seeing, you know, guys behind us and you know, shooters with the collapse in the paint a lot, so we just got to be a little bit more observant.
Okay, good luck, coach. Thank you. That is the most relaxed I've ever talked to Aaron Young during an in-game interview.
Hey, the work's done. Just got to enjoy the ride a little bit, make the right calls.
Oh, Chris Johnson, unlucky, but they will stay with the Tuatara. Brooke, what'd you hear?
How good is this? We're 10 minutes away from a brand new champion in the NZNBL. The Otago Nuggets, big one for them. If they do, the Tuataras do stay in their zone, which they did to start their first position, have to crash the offensive boards. But in doing that, you need to get back in on transition defense. So couple crash, everyone else get back.
It'll be interesting to see how long the Tuatara do stay in that zone, because it will open up some opportunities for some shooters who can get pretty hot.
You've been in a situation like this, Casey, many times in the NZNBL. What's going through a player's mind and body right now? Is it sort of like an out-of-body experience like Keith Williams is having?
It's just about, you're in the moment. You're not really thinking about anything. It's all reactions, and you're just stuck on that razor's edge. Look at this beautiful drive by Keith Williams. Like I said, he can go either way, left, right. A little too handsy by Dante Russo-Nance. That is his 4th personal foul. Or sorry, Tucky Ferenson's 4th personal foul on that one. He heads to the bench, and he was so influential early, but foul trouble has kept him glued to the pine since then. But the main thing you want to do at this point in the game, you're just thinking to yourself about effort, playing hard, being felt on every single play, regardless of outcomes.
The lead is now 8 for the Nuggets.
And here's the extension of the defense. We didn't see it in the 3rd quarter all the way to halfway, but now the Nuggets are starting to let the dogs off the chain.
Schneider. Ewing. Big 3! Brady Ewing. He stepped up in the 2nd half of the season, and he's stepping up in the 4th.
I mean, huge shot for Brady Ewing. What performance for him off the bench. Yeah, young fellow himself, I think, still a teenager. 4 for 4, 9 points now.
What do Keith Williams and the Nuggets have here? Finds Timmins on the baseline, fires it to McCulloch. Gorgeous pass, can't convert.
Oh, Timmins,
oh
what an offensive
goodness. The tip falls to Schneider. Oh.
This hustle of Timmins on that play, tremendous. First the pass, then the extra opportunity.
Schneider, what a catch from Johnson. The look, he's early on the baseline. Here's Rob Lowe on the drive. Puts it up over Boyd and gets that to go down. Lead is 3 for the Nuggets.
Excellent awareness for Rob Lowe, seeing Trey Boyd in there to take the charge. He goes and lifts up with that little push hook that he has such a soft touch on.
Here comes Boyd, poked away, and a foul's called on Russo-Nance.
Oh, I'd love to see that one again. I wonder if we had a great angle from right here. Didn't look like a lot of contact, but she did call the same one on Keith Williams earlier. As we see Russo-Nance from behind. Oh my. Oof. That looks like a great steal by Dante Russo-Nance. He is a tremendous defender at his age, at any age really. Has much more effect than you would think back into the zone of the Lizards.
Williams for 3. Air ball. Russo-Nance, Johnson up ahead. Catch. Good defense from Keith Williams, and if that was a Russo-Nance foul, that is definitely a Keith Williams foul.
Let's see who it is called on the arm. Yeah, Keith Williams underneath. And they're really looking to feed Chris Johnson. The Nuggets are aware of this, and they're coming in, and, well, that's a lot of ball, too. Turnabout is fair play, I suppose. As Keith Williams picks up foul number 2. Foul trouble, McCulloch with 3. 4 on Boyd. 4 on Ferenson. 3 on Johnson.
Schneider. Poked away by Williams. Schneider dives on it. It will be Nuggets ball. Great defense. And it's not Todd Withers. It's Keith Williams, who is having a tremendous final.
But that's the thing about this Nuggets team. It's not one guy defending on the perimeter. Keith Williams harasses ball handlers. He does not let his matchup come through handoffs very easily. He is so physical, always on that point of attack and the quick hands on display again. The careless turnovers are about even, but that turnover hurts so badly. You're down 3, you're starting to find some momentum, and Keith Williams just snatches it from you.
We're in short.
Side, boys being patient. We got a shooter here with the Williams or Withers. Brayden, you're in that spot. If Boyd comes over, we got to get through that screen. CJ, I would like for that to be you to kind of step up so we don't come off that shooter off that wing. Yeah? Just be a little bit more aggressive. That means, Robbie, you got to drop, and obviously off that weak side, we got to drop. Way to find our way back. I need discipline with our hands and our emotion right now. Discipline with our hands and emotion. Mental game. We've been through every situation together as a group. It's gonna pay off right now. Let's have that belief.
Great words from a young coach, Aaron Young. Muscle memory and discipline.
Excellent advice at this point in the ball game. Emotions are flowing hot, reminding his team to lock in, do the things we're good at, don't foul. The Nuggets have weathered every storm up to this point. 7.5 minutes to go in this ball game. On a tightrope we walk.
Bardsley. Williams. Just the strength on the baseline.
Oh, he's just so strong. 25 points now. He is playing so well.
Low. Can't get that to drop.
And the threes are not falling for Rob Lowe. 0 for 5 now.
He's got a double-double of 11 and 11. And the 3 ball, I feel like it's going to start dropping for him soon, though. He's too good a shooter for it not to. Keith Williams needs to get a shot up. He does. Oh,
Stop
he
it.
beats him down. Keith Williams.
This man is taking over this ball game. 28 points. He is not a great shooter, but that was a great shot.
Schneider and Lowe working together. Schneider over Bardsley. That's a tough shot that drops.
Response after response. The Tuatara have them in spades. 6 points, the difference. They need the string stops together.
15 for Schneider. 72-66. Can they close them out, the Nuggets? Big stop there for the Tuatara. 3 Tuatara down the other end. Really misses that. Uli gets a steal.
Heads up.
Reed. Johnson wants it. Russo Nance tries to find the cutting Schneider. Oh, he gets it back. Chris Johnson, big 3. Off to the right. Schneider with the hustle. Russo Nance 3. He can't get it. Todd Withers, big board.
They're weathering the storm once again. So many opportunities for the Tuatara. Go wanting. Slow it down, go into the post, see if the double won't come.
Withers traveled. Oh, wow, big turnover. It's just a game of millimeters sometimes.
There's nothing in it. It's a 6-point deficit, but there is nothing in this ball game. The Tuatara, they would just love to see some of these threes drop. 5 for 21 now. Just 7 for 13 from the line as well. The shooting has let them down a bit.
They can't shut the door on this Tuatara team just yet. Who is going to step up for them? Tough catch for Rob Lowe. Fired it out of bounds through his hands to Russo Nance.
Rob Lowe was kind of thinking lob on that one, and it was a little bit behind him. Another turnover, 14 turnovers apiece for these teams.
McCulloch. Here's Williams on the baseline. Oh, high arcing runner that drops. Oh, he's got 30, and
Tremendous.
he's smiling and he's talking. This has been Keith Williams' final.
He has been so tremendous. He is just winning this game by himself right now.
Oh, and he fouls Silas Schneider.
That's his
on
third.
a nice pass.
3 personal, still has a bit of rope on that one. Great, oh my. That was a clean hand, a little bit of body afterwards.
Brett Matahari is calling out about a horn somewhere in the gym.
Didn't hear a horn myself, but stay focused on the game. Just drawing a bit of attention. Icing Siler Schneider. Seems like a little bit of gamesmanship to me, to be honest.
I appreciate that, then. Do what you can. So Matahari is pointing up into the crowd something.
Can't be blowing it.
Yeah. Apparently an air horn, but don't see that affecting any of the players on the court yet.
Schneider gets the roll.
Tucky.
7-point lead for the Nuggets. This is again free throws, the bane of the Tuatara. 8 for 15 in a tightrope of a game. The Nuggets slowing it down. Trey Boyd orchestrating the offense. They're looking for Williams.
McCulloch. That's off. Chris Johnson.
Taki Ferentsen, he's the one who came in and took that out of Timmons' hands.
The Tuatara needs something right now. Schneider stumbles a little bit. Timmons is all over low. They're going to have to reverse the ball. Here comes Chris Johnson up high. Ferentsen gets the ball up. Chris Johnson is fouled. He can't get that to go down. He stays down, and he'll go to the Razine to shoot two.
Good rotation, excellent pass by Ferentsen after drawing the double. Drops it right in there, but the rotation by Timmons, great foul there. That's a sure 2 points he takes away. It is his third foul, but plenty of time to use those last two. And then biggest free throws of the ball game so far for the Tuatara. Johnson moves up to 12 points.
86% from the line for the season is Chris Johnson. 12 points. 13 now for him. 6 rebounds. Chris Johnson, does he have a lot left to say in this grand final? Coming up 4 minutes to go in it.
The Nuggets have slowed down the pace a little bit. I don't like this for their offense. I'd like to see them be more aggressive.
Here comes Timmons. Gets Johnson up. Muscled it up, but he couldn't get it to go down.
Great move, just couldn't get the finish.
Is low. Stepping through. Oh, great footwork, low.
Oh, great run right to the front of the rim, and then the patience to up fake the double team. Gets by the tremendous defense of Williams and Withers combined.
Big possession right here. Here's Trey Boyd. Big three coming up. Who wants it? Johnson gets it. Up ahead. There's Russo Nance. Sam Timmons got it. Russo Nance straight into the stanchion.
Man, he flew into that backboard. Hard foul by Timmons. His fourth personal. Makes a play for the ball. I don't think there's anything in it.
The refs are talking about it. Timmons, he needed to, he went for the ball. That's just a tough foul.
It's the game of basketball, baby. Sometimes it happens. And from the angle that we saw, Dante Russo Nance absolutely bounced off the standard.
I feel like that's a line you've said as a big to a small, to a guard on a fast break.
You get what you get, you come in here, baby.
I feel like you said that to Brooke Rusko before in a game.
I say it to anybody who's willing to go down. The middle of this teenager.
The middle.
He takes that hit, goes off the standard, hits the first from the Razine. The crowd silent for the second.
Big foul shots. Aaron Young and the Tuatara now just down one.
Heavyweight fight, punch after punch. Neither team has seen enough.
Williams with a huge block. Wow. Here come the Tuatara. Ferentsen. Wow. Withers with a block at the other end. McCulloch pushes it. He steps through. Wow. Another block.
Back and forth we go. Get those shots out of here.
Parries, thrust, jab. These two teams banging.
Withers' defense on Johnson, tremendous in the post.
Johnson thought about it. Withers on him.
Just 5 on the clock.
Big three. Roll blow in and out. Oh, Withers goes down.
He slips and falls. Oh, that is a tough, tough break for the Tuatara. That is a body blow they will have to step up and recover from. So close to taking the lead there. I'd look for something with Trey Boyd, ball in hand, on ball. If I'm Coach Matahare, I want to see him being aggressive on this possession.
Boyd, huge position again. Oh, Schneider caught with his hand in the cookie jar.
That will send him to the free throw line. And the fourth personal foul on Siler Schneider. That was going to be a tough shot. You didn't want to contest that one like that. Obvious foul.
This is the grand final the Sal's NBL 2022 season deserves. This has been, yeah, it's low scoring, but it has had everything. It's had runs, it's had defense, it's had highlights.
You know what I don't like about this? Boyd by himself. Where's his teammates up there? They're saving the energy, but leaving him on an island, that's not knowing what you see in a free throw, a bit of an uncomfortable position.
Makes the second. Nuggets up 2. 2:06 to go. Here's Chris Johnson, 37 years of age, as Tucky Farrington with his feet set, left it short, poked away, Russo Nance has it. Chris Johnson wants it.
I've been looking for him in the post there. We haven't gone back to the post in a while. The jumper's not falling.
Schneider dancing with McCulloch into the paint, puts it up. Oh, he couldn't get it to go down. Johnson's tipping it around. Forced to trade Boyd and the Nuggets.
Well, we're gonna have a timeout if the Nuggets get a make here. Trey Boyd, ball in hand. It will be his call to make.
Williams, he's been money all game. Timmons up high with a screen. Uses the on ball, poked away by Johnson. It'll stay with the Nuggets. 6 on the shot clock, minute 20 to go.
I might use a timeout here if I'm Coach Brett Matahare. You need a bucket. What do you have in your bag of tricks off the baseline out of bounds to get a shot in 6 seconds? He leaves it up to the players on the court. And the hours of practice in the gym come into play now in your execution in the tightest moments possible.
80 seconds left in the season. 6 seconds left in this possession. Cleaning up a weak spot down the other end, just waiting for them to towel it off. Here we go. Timmons all over him as Rob Lowe needs to get it up. Fade away. Timmons. No, Johnson, big rebound.
It's all about execution on this possession. They need a post touch. They gotta find a better quality shot than they've been getting.
Schneider on the drive. Oh, the hands from Boyd. He has it. It's Williams. Johnson's back. Tough shot. Oh, what a shot. Oh, Chris Johnson. Timeout called. Aaron Young and the Tuatara. What a finish.
32 points for this man. Look at the defense by Boyd. Great strip. Sam Timmons was going to contest, and you didn't have to score here. You could have pulled it back, but the aggressiveness of Keith Williams, fantastic in this ball game. He has been so tremendous in the second half. 22 points. Shooting 12 for 22, 8 rebounds, 2 steals. It feels like more than that. And now the question for the Tuatara, do they want the quick 2 or do they want to go for 3? Down 4 points. The stops have been coming. I think you run a play that looks for a 3 if you have it. If not, I'd love to see that man right there, Chris Johnson, get a touch in the post and be able to go to work.
The 3 ball has not been dropping for the Tuatara tonight. 5 of 23. Rob Lowe, 0 of 6.
No time.
Silas Schneider, 0 of 4.
No time like the present to try and get one down. If we know anything about this Tuatara squad, they do not quit. What a back and forth affair.
What a game of basketball, what a final. It came down to the last possession last season between the Saints and the Hawks. Now the Tuatara have a chance to pull to within 2 or 1. Maybe they could tie it up on a 4-point play. It will be Tucky Farrington to inbound the ball. 14 on the shot clock, 54 on the game clock. 54 seconds left in this season. Low up high, Rousseau Nance. Tough pass to Rob Lowe. 4 to shoot. Schneider, big 3. Can't get it. Chris Johnson. And it's going to go to the Nuggets.
Chris Johnson thinks it was Boyd. I thought it went off Chris Johnson. Not sure if we have a clean look at it in the replay. Great crash, but great defense, really making it difficult. That's off Boyd.
That's off Boyd. Nuggets, man, sometimes you just need a little bit of luck to win a championship, even though defense helps.
A lot of whistles have gone their way tonight, and that's got them on the precipice of a title.
8 to shoot. Williams. Lost the handle. Puts it up. Keith Williams calls game!
Wow. The effect of Williams. And that's that. The Otago Nuggets up 6 with 11 seconds to go. Timeout called by Brett Matahare as the Nuggets bench comes out to prematurely celebrate just a bit.
What a shot from Keith Williams. Unbelievable. 34.
That sounds like an MVP stat line right there.
34, 13 of 23. 6 defensive rebounds, 2 offensive rebounds.
Tremendous.
2 steals, a block. Aaron Young on the Tuatara. Hell of a coach, hell of a team. Maybe just a little bit too far now.
Let's say maybe, because we've been here before.
It's Rob Lowe time, is it?
It's a couple of nights ago.
Down 5, 9 seconds to go. Rob Lowe had a huge say in the result of the game. Sent it to overtime.
They absolutely have to get a steal immediately, if not foul right away, to give themselves a chance. Coach Brett Matahare. Haven't seen if the ball's going to be at half court or down on the baseline.
This Otago Nuggets team have come, you have to say, out of nowhere in this. They've been in the 6 for a while, but they were not the title favorites. There was at least 3 teams ahead of them.
From start to finish.
Even though they finished 3rd, they weren't the favorites by any stretch of the imagination.
And they weren't playing great basketball coming in. They weren't at full strength. There were questions about whether or not they'd be available. When available, this team's a problem.
Trey Boyd has it. Tucky Farrington swiping at it a couple of times. He's saying, I'm just going for the ball.
You know, holding on to it. The foul's going to come. Trying to force a steal first. That is his 5th personal. He fouls out of the ball game. And Trey Boyd with a chance to put this one all the way in the cooler. 2-possession game right now. If it makes it 3 on a make, that's that.
18 for Boyd. They did a good job defensively on him. But Keith Williams. One last timeout.
Well, the Nuggets can feel it. They can feel the celebration about to start. The Tuatara hoping to hold it off just a wee bit longer. Down 8 points, 6 seconds. That is a near impossible task, but not totally. See, stranger things have happened, but not many. The performance of Keith Williams tonight. We spoke about him as the most unassuming 20-point scorer that you could see, just doing his work, not getting the flowers that some of the other players in this competition have had. But man, has he stepped up tonight.
81-73. What a season for the Nuggets. They were the 2020 showdown champions. While the rest of the country were living in bubbles, the Sal's NBL persisted, and they did a great job. Probably the only live sport going on around the world. And they won it all. And now they're about to do it again. Schneider, Lowe for three. Good closeout on him. Been a tough night for Rob Lowe.
That's going to stay with the Tuatara for this final second.
1.1.
And then it'll be time for the confetti for the Otago Nuggets, who have done it and gotten themselves the second title in just 3 years. What a performance by this squad.
The Otago Nuggets are the Sal's NBL champions for 2022. They struck gold in Auckland. They've come into the final six and stormed home for the championship. They've done it in front of the Tuatara home crowd as well. They may be from Dunedin, but they loved Auckland. Their second championship in 3 years, and they do it again. This time on the North Shore of Tamaki Makaurau. Brent Matahari can't believe it.
Oh, he can believe it. They can all believe it, and that's what they had, belief. They came into this finals with a chip on their shoulder, feeling nobody believed they had the talent. This was a team at the start of the year that was circled as the most talented starting five in the league. They had their trials, their tribulations, going through bouts of COVID, illness, players away with national team duty in 3x3 in the Tall Blacks. At the end of the year is essentially the first time they were full strength and healthy, and they have come through and just torn through the competition. 3 wins in 4 nights to get themselves etched into history for 2022.
They don't care for your favorites, they don't care for your tips, they don't care for your streaks or your home floor advantage. Disappointment for the Tuatara and Chris Johnson. It was all in front of them, the Otago Nuggets and their defense. It wins championships, and they are proving it tonight. Keith Williams is with Brooke Roscoe.
That's right, I have the man of the hour. Unbelievable game, 34 points, 8 rebounds, and 1 championship.
Sir, man, you know what? Today was the last game. I just wanted to come out here and play my hardest for these guys. You know, we had a long year. It was a year we lost a few guys, but I'm so happy my guys here, you know. So I'm just trying to play my hardest for these guys, man. It's been a great year. I'm just so happy we came out with the win.
You just had 2 people walk past in your backcourt, Trey Boyd and Nico McCulloch. How fun is it to play with them?
You see us, man. I can't even wait to go just enjoy this moment.
I'm gonna let you go have your moment. Go enjoy.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
Enjoy the moment is correct.
Trey Boyd and Keith Williams.
Hey, what you say in the room? Come on. Everywhere you go, you win. Come on. For real.
For real. That is correct. I love these moments as teammates. You work so hard all season long, and to climb to the top of the mountain and be the only ones left on it. At the pinnacle, looking over after everybody that you beat left for dust. The Nuggets have gotten it done. They are champions for the 2nd time in 3 years, and this man, Sam Timmons, the first time he has won it in a Nuggets jersey.
Out on the championship in 2020. Local boy, you're back home. You're a champion for 2022. You're the captain of this team. I can see it in your face right now. Just tell us how you're feeling.
Oh, bro, honestly, I don't even know, man. Like, I feel like when stuff like that happens, it's just so, like, raw and you're overwhelmed. You don't even know what you feel, but I'm just so proud that we got it done. Like, the human beings we have over in that little circle right there, it's just one of the most amazing group of basketball players I've ever been around in one team. And I think, like, that makes it all the more sweeter, all the more special. You know, a lot of guys had stuff going on this year, you know, away from the court. Everyone deserved this shit, man. And I'm just proud of every one of us.
Speaking about that, everyone had their flows during COVID. You went away. You had an import come in. But I saw that team in this finals. You guys were locked in, and you guys look like a unit.
Half the chances that we needed, man.
You're welcome.
Never living the end of that. Never hearing the end of it.
Well, you guys did this the hard way. You had to beat the Hawks. You had to beat the Giants. You had to beat the Tuatara, who technically were kind of like they were at home. So going through all of that, that must make this sweeter.
100%. You know, right from the start, no one thought we were going to be able to do it. Obviously, we had such a turbulent season. We were up and down the board the whole season.
As you said, you know, it stacked up. We had a game, Hawks are a great basketball team full of Tall Blacks. Nelson Giants had an amazing culture this year, and they did something special with that team. Like, regardless, that was an incredible season for them, and we had to overcome all that stuff, and we ended up doing it, man. It's just a tribute to the people we got in this group.
Well, big Sammy Timmins, half a chance is all it took. Congratulations, you're the champion for the Sal's NBL in 2022.
Thank you, appreciate it.
What a smile on the face of Sam Timmins, and the Otago Nuggets will be back after the break. The Nuggets are your 2022 Sal's NBL champions, and they're about to get the spoils. What a tremendous final for the Sal's NBL. The final six is done and dusted. The Otago Nuggets are your champions. Let's go to Andrew Dewhurst, the game MC, who will begin the presentation.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, basketball fans here at Eventfinda Stadium, around New Zealand and indeed around the world watching the Sal's NBL. Thank you for your support tonight. Can you put your hands together one more time for two incredible teams in what was an amazing final? Our first acknowledgement is to our officials, not just those on duty tonight, but for all that have played their part through the Sal's NBL throughout this season. On their behalf, please welcome to receive their grand final medals from Sal's NBL League Manager Hugh Bainan, our referees tonight, Melanie O'Connor, Matt Bathurst and Callum Welch. Congratulations, thanks again to our referees. I now invite Sal's NBL manager, Hugh Bainan, to say a few words.
Thank you, Andrew. Thank you all for coming out tonight on a memorable night in Sal's NBL history. And what a season we've had in 2022. 2 wins separated positions 1 to 6 on the ladder. 4 teams arrived at the final 6 with the exact same record. We couldn't have asked for a closer, more competitive season. And what about that for a finish? Auckland and Auckland Unlimited, thank you so much for your hospitality and support this week. We've seen in 2022 incredible players come in from overseas to wow us week after week. We've seen Tall Blacks return home to play in front of sold-out crowds, and we've seen the next generation of Tall Blacks put their hand up and say, it's my turn. To all our players from all our teams, thank you for putting on one heck of a show in 2022. At more than one stage, back in 2021, it looked like it might not happen. I can't praise our 10 teams enough for their resilience, patience, and trust during the pandemic-related disruptions of the off-season. It's a testament to their professionalism that the 2022 season has been such a success. Of course, none of this would be possible without the support of our partners. Led by GJ Gardner Homes, Sky Sport, and Sal's, our family is growing, and it's showing on the court, off the court, and on our televisions and radios. Thank you to all who support us. To the team I'm lucky enough to be a part of at Basketball New Zealand, thank you for all your hard work and support over the season. Basketball doesn't stop, and it's your efforts that keep it going here in Aotearoa. Like all sports, we're nothing without our army of unsung heroes, our referees, score bench officials, statisticians, and volunteers. Thank you for everything you've done and all your selfless work in 2022. To the Auckland Tuatara, you've made your fans and your community proud this season. What an inaugural season for your new franchise. Thank you for entertaining us along the way. And finally, to the Otago Nuggets, congratulations. Enjoy this feeling. Enjoy this feeling, fellas, because you know there's 9 teams coming for you in 2023. I'd now like to welcome the CEO of Sky New Zealand, Sophie Maloney, to say a few words.
Kia ora. Kia ora, Sal's NBL e te whānau. Ko Sophie toka ingoa, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. As you can hear, I've actually lost my voice, and I will disclose that as the Nelson Giants were not here tonight, my hometown, I was supporting the Nuggets, so congratulations guys, well done, South Island. Awesome work Tuatara as well. I only want to say a few words to thank Basketball New Zealand and the NBL for this innovative partnership that has seen this incredible competition come to our screens this year. We've done it with all of our crew. We thank everyone for their hard work, and we've also showcased this on Prime. As Hugh said, we look forward to next year, and in a couple of weeks we look forward to the Tauihi Grand Final going on for our inaugural women's competition. So on behalf of Sky Sports, we want to thank all of you who are here with us today and all of our viewers at home for supporting this great competition. It's an absolute privilege and pleasure to bring it to you. And speaking of privilege, it's my opportunity now to confirm the MVP, Most Valuable Player for the Grand Final, Keith Williams.
Thank you, Sophie. Now to welcome and celebrate our runners-up this evening on the back of an incredible season. Presenting their runner-up medals will be GJ Gardner-Holmes, Managing Director, Ellie Porteous. Would you please welcome the roster, coaching and support staff for the Auckland Tuatara, runners-up in the Sal's NBL for 2022. Chris Johnson, Taki Farrenson, Silas Schneider. Come on across, guys. Taki Farrenson receiving his medal. Silas Schneider. Come on across, guys. Chris Johnson. Nick Barrow. Chris McIntosh. Dante Russo-Nance, the young player of the season. I'll bring the rest of the crew forward. Ruben Fitzgerald, Tom Beattie, Charlie Dalton, Braden Iuli, Rob Lowe, support staff, of course, head coach Aaron Young, Sonny Tuaputa, Josiah Mama, Carl Murray, the manager, Dave Beattie, the team physio, Dale Budge, GM of Sport and Communication, Regan Wood, Dan Fortu here as well, Joseph Nunag. The Auckland Tuatara, Rob Lowe. Rob, could you join me? Ladies and gentlemen, captain of the Tuatara, Rob Lowe. It's been a heck of a season and a heck of a week. This in your very first season as a franchise, just one game too far, but what a season. You must be very proud.
Yeah, it's been awesome. From the fans, the organization, Regan, the team, you know, couldn't have wanted a better season. You know, I'm really proud of our group. Shout out to the Nuggets. They did an awesome job tonight.
And an opportunity for this very new franchise to regroup and come back and go one more next year?
Yeah, you know, we've got a great young coach in Aaron, and like I said, Regan's done a phenomenal job putting together a great group of staff and you know, building a franchise that the fans, I hope, got behind. So hopefully next year we're back at it and challenging for this one again.
Ladies and gentlemen, Rob Lowe, the captain of the Auckland Tuatara. Thank you, Rob. And now to receive their winners' medals presented by Sky Sports CEO Sophie Maloney. Would you please welcome the roster and support staff of the Otago Nuggets to receive their winners' medals. Come on across, guys. Nikau McCulloch, Todd Withers, Keith Williams, your MVP, Trey Boyd, Robbie Coman, Matthew Bardsley, Darcy Knox, Joe Ahi, Max Pierce, Joshua Aitchison, Jack Andrew. Onto the support staff. Wait right there, Sam. Onto the support staff. Head coach Brent Matahare. Assistant coaches Keegan Crawford and Justin Bailey. Team manager Mike Spencer. Physiotherapist Sam Jewell. Ops manager Kath Richards. And team GM Angela Rusk. And last but certainly not least, their team captain Sam Timmins. Sam Timmins, what a season. This is so soon on the back of a showdown win, of course. It was a little bit different a couple of years back, but how special is this for your group?
I think it just can't be understated, from the top of the organisation right all the way down to the DPs back in Dunedin that come and give up their free time to play with us. Everybody wanted it as bad as each other, you know. Everyone worked so hard, everyone cared so much, and it was just a testament to the hard work that everybody put in, you know.
Clearly something very special in this group, as you say, right from the DPs right through to your imports. Give us a word or two about the three Americans who've been so good for you at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, anytime that Americans come into a New Zealand team, there's like a culture difference that everyone's kind of trying to feel each other out. But we got 3 amazing humans that came and joined this team, man. Like, forget basketball. Like, these dudes that we're going to stay in contact for sure. Like, amazing human beings. I can't say it enough. So like, basketball aside, I'm just grateful to have met them and have them be a part of our organization.
The Nuggets, such a proud history. What will this mean heading back to Dunedin, do you think?
Oh, everything. Just like, we don't need any extra motivation. We had half a chance and that's all I needed.
Fantastic. Sam, I'm going to get you to go across to your team finally to present the Sal's NBL trophy for 2022 to the winning captain, James Caulfield, Marketing and Brand Manager for Sal's Pizza, and Nick Turner, Managing Director. The Otago Nuggets are your Sal's NBL champions.
The Otago Nuggets, what a tremendous, tremendous season they have had. Coming out of nowhere, really, to snare that trophy, that title. And Casey Frank, it is a league that might just be a little bit shook because the Nuggets have done a job on them. And it wasn't like they were like bottom of the ladder and they stormed up like the Saints. They were there and thereabouts. They made roster changes. They had Nico McCulloch and Sam Timmins come in and out through national duties. But through it all, they found a formula through local players and 3 impressive imports.
Ain't no party like a championship party. And I coming into the season, I wrote that this was the most talented team, starting 5 that depended on the backups. Well, in the final, it didn't matter about the backups. Those 5 got it done, a little bit of help from the bench, but man, what a performance over this week. Impressive, to say the least.
Yeah, tough night for Rob Lowe. Had tremendous final 6 series, but the grand final tonight is not his or the Tuatara's. He is with Brooke Rusco.
Yeah, what an amazing, not just, a couple nights you've had, but season as well. And, I see the look of you and the boys, and that was a team that came together. You guys built a culture. Nothing about the game. You must be proud of those boys that you go to war with every single night.
Yeah, credit to the coach and the management for putting together such a great group of guys. At least we lost the game, but I'd go to war with these guys any day of the week. Right down from the starters all the way down to the guys that have come in for 1 or 2 trainings throughout the year. High school guys that have put their work in and put their time and effort in. It's been awesome.
And the fans, they've come in strength and numbers, and you saw a sold-out game here tonight. What do you want to say to the fans as we wrap this one up?
Yeah, fans have been phenomenal for us all year. I think in years past, Auckland teams in the NBL haven't had great fan support. And, we've loved having everyone. The place has been rocking and it's been awesome.
Well, I'll let you get out of here. Thank you so much. It's been great to have you back in the Sal's NBL for 2022. An absolute standout, and hopefully we get you back next year.
Thanks, Brooke. Appreciate it.
There aren't too many guys like Rob Lowe, Casey Frank, who play at his age, who are in the Aussie NBL, who can come in and give you 30, 35 minutes a night, average a double-double in the league, and you can tell he relished the playing time. He wasn't getting a lot of looks under the Dan Shamir regime at the Breakers, but when he came back here, he was a reinvigorated professional basketball player.
Reinvigorated is the word. He's had a bit of a tough go with it. Obviously all that time in Australia, away from the family, away from your home environment that you thought you were playing in. Well, he came back to Auckland. He got a chance to taste it, and a fantastic season that came up a little bit short.
Brett Matahari is now with Brooke Rusco, excuse my voice.
Yeah, I'm with a very ecstatic coach right now. Hey, all it took was half a chance. 3 championships in 2 years, congratulations.
It's only 2. 2 championships in 3 years, yeah, but that's the first time we've had that trophy. So obviously Showdown, that was a different, Saints, Southland and the Hawks weren't there. This year, man, we've had to battle through all kinds of stuff. Ended up, if I look at our record against those awesome teams, and much respect to them, we were 5-1. So we earned it this year, and we've gone out and taken the title. And it's these guys behind me that have put the work in, every day, just getting in, individuals, weights room, and team trainings. And as Sam said in the thing, our DPs back there made it happen. We always had 10 of training all through the year, and that's critical.
Tell us about this culture that you guys built, because I locked in and I watched you guys over these last 3 games, because you did it the hard way. You had to go through the Hawks, you had to go through the Giants, and now the Tuatara. But you guys built a culture down there and it looks superb.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, we got helped out with a little bit of lack of belief from people up north, and we certainly built on that, and it gave them that I guess that feeling, that modi to make sure they got out there and showed that had that effort. And our defense, over the last 3 games has just lifted a level, and I think it's taken people by surprise. This is our 3rd game we've kept people under 80. And that's always a goal in men's basketball. You want to basically keep people under 80, and if you can get above it, you win.
One guy who was amazing for you guys, and talking about keeping people under 80, Todd Withers. You've been pretty tight-lipped about him all week, but I know he's been going through some injuries. You can talk about it now. What's that man gone through?
Yeah, so against the Airs, he suffered 2 broken ribs. He rolled his ankle in the last game against the Bulls in regular season, and then he had an accident with his hand, and he's got a fractured wrist.
Well, congratulations to him. I'll let you get to the boys and cut down this net, but congratulations, Coach Brett Matahari and champion of the league for 2022.
I tell you what, it's not the first professional team or semi-professional team from the deep south in Dunedin who've come up north with a siege mentality and felt aggrieved, and it's worked out for them as well. You can just tell from the 2015 Highlanders team in Super Rugby, it worked for them. They were written off. They went through a journey as well. Brett Matahari has used the slights, whatever they may be, whether they're real or manufactured, whether or not that is true or not, it has worked. And their defense, and he said how good they were record-wise against tough opposition, and also the quality of their defense, limiting the scoring.
Yeah, Brett gave me a little bit of credit for this, talking to him the other day, saying, you don't believe me. And I believe the only thing I wrote was, when you're not full strength, or when you're not healthy, it's going to be tough for you. But that was enough. It's all about getting a couple of arrows in the quiver, using whatever you can at this time of season. And just what a tremendous defense. You heard Coach Brett Matahari say it. We've held 3 teams under 80 in this finals championship run, and these were, especially this Tuatara squad, fantastic offensive team. To be able to do that defensively with that skill set, and defense, it's all will. That's all it is. It's all about will. It's not about skill. And every single night in this finals, they were out there showing the will, and they had enough of it to get them over the line.
And the Otago Nuggets have finished cutting down the nets on Eventfinda Stadium's floor. Special mention to probably their #1 fan, Stephen from Dunedin. I've known Stephen from Dunedin for a very long time. But it's a nice moment for him, because you could see in that opening montage, you saw tears on his face. If you know Stephen from Dunedin, he's an avid Otago sports fan. And Brooke Rusco, what a special moment is for a team like the Nuggets. And what are your final thoughts about this grand final tonight?
This is what it's all about, right? What a grand final. It came down to a nail-biter. Back-to-back nights, these boys have done it. They got it done. And like they said, all they needed was a half chance. And this moment right here, everything that they're soaking up right now, this is what it's all about. You want to cut down that net. You want to get that ring. They have done it. The likes of Todd Withers right here, Trey Boyd behind, Nico McCulloch has been huge all year, and Sam Timmins showed up when it mattered the most. So congratulations to these boys, the Otago Nuggets, the champions of the NZNBL for 2022.
Tremendous work from them. It's also, Casey, really fascinating to see where Trey Boyd ends up, because the Aussie NBL tips off 1st of October. Most of the teams have got their rosters locked, but I imagine if somebody wants an import point guard, then Trey Boyd is definitely someone they must be looking at. A lefty who can create and score.
You could go in a lot of directions and go a lot of wrong ways if you don't pick up this guy. It is always fantastic to see the quality talent come over. You can't say enough about the championship medal of this squad. Great job by them.
Congratulations to the Otago Nuggets, the NZNBL 2022 champions. And it has been an absolute pleasure bringing you this league. We'll see you next season. Bring it on.
I know it's hard to believe, but we're all that we have. Sometimes I get weary, at times I get mad. I wanna feel everything. I can't feel my head. I'm invincible, I'm a
disgrace. My teacher said I'm lost without a trace. Formed in that pain, got an awkward shape. Trying to squeeze a square in a circle and I'm so out of place. But I'm at a place in my life, self-preservation. Locked and loaded, I squeeze, no hesitation. Walk a mile in my shoes, you'll see why I'm confused. One life to live, I'm already on number 2. I'ma need a few, living in this concrete tomb. Mama held it together, but I came unglued. Pops left, I ain't shed a tear. Now I shed light on the 40 nights when he ain't bothered to call her right. I was born in that hardship, shaped in that misery. Send a prayer for your boy, but don't cry for me. The struggle to breathe.